Hello and welcome back to Mama's Garden. So you guys, I know it's been a while since I've done these cuttings, maybe give or take a month, maybe if that, but it's been about a month since I've done these begonia cuttings. I don't know if you guys remember, I had this very tall begonia that I had to chop because I wanted it to be even, and I had accidentally I think I broke the top piece, or I accidentally snapped. That's what it was. It snapped because it was too heavy, and once as I touched it, it actually made it worse. But I chopped it, I loved it, and now it's giving me some more. And I'm happy about that. So I was able to make a whole bunch of propagations. I made some cuttings out of wet stick, you guys. And I had some cuttings that I put in water, as you guys see all three of these. I'm gonna go ahead and put them in their own little container because it's about that time. Like, if you guys see this, like, there's a lot of roots in here. So it's ready. It's ready to get rooted up into soil. Like, there's enough water roots in these containers for me to let them branch out more than they already are. A lot of these do not have new growth. Like, a new leaf didn't come out of a lot of them, but they have a lot of roots and they have a lot of leaves that are emerging. So I'm here for it and I'm ready. Like, begonias are my favorites. I love these things. Oh, this begonia has about 2 growth points. One right there and one right there that wants to come out. And if it does, I'll be happy. If not, so be it. I think I'm gonna end up selling these plants. They're way too many. They're way too many for me to keep up with. I'm probably gonna stick one of them back in the container with Mama. I'm not sure which one yet. I think this one's is it the top cutting? This is the top cutting out of, from one of them. I can't remember if this is from the left or the right, but this is the top cutting from one. And this one right here is the top cutting from the other. This was the first. This actually, look at that, you guys. It's so root bound in here. It's just been wrapping itself around. But this one is actually the top cutting that fell off. So this is the top cutting for the one on the left side, and that's the top cutting for the one on the right side. The roots on this one just kept wrapping around. It didn't go down. I don't know why. Maybe there wasn't enough water in there, because there were times where I'd have to top this off and it was dry at the top. So I know they're gonna be happy as I am. Now, the ones that's in this container right here, a lot of the sticks fell off and I had to toss some of them away. I guess because I left them in here for too long, and this is the result of what happened. So I know they're ready to go into their own container, which is what I'm gonna do right now. So I'm gonna cut holes into these. They're not gonna stay in here for long. Like I said, I'm gonna sell some of them, and some of them I'm gonna stick back in with Mama. So I'm gonna go ahead and put some soil in here. All right, so that's that. And I'm gonna stick this in here. I'm sorry, you guys. My phone died and I didn't even know it. But what I did was I ended up chopping this leaf off right here because it started to crispy up. And this plant was looking a little bit uncomfortable in this cup, so I had to cut it off. Like, it would have been hanging off like this, and I didn't want it. But yeah, this looks good like this. It should grow up. Whoa, like that. It should grow up. What I'm gonna end up doing is I'm gonna probably chop this up, or maybe leave this like that. I don't know yet. I'm gonna put this up here for support because I want it to grow upwards and not slanted. I'm not gonna tie it in or anything like that because I don't think there's any need to right now. This is enough support. This plant isn't heavy. I did go ahead and water it. I'm gonna water it a little bit more. I'm gonna try my very best to make sure that I keep this watered because this plant is used to being in water and I don't want it to go into too much of a shock being in a different climate, or a different environment, should I say. So that's my first one. This is what I got for my birds of paradise, and I forgot to put it up there, so I'm just gonna use this for here for now. This is not where these plants are gonna be living in. Okay, so we're gonna work on the next cup for the next top piece. That top cut that fell off is gonna go in here. Let's see, I'm just gonna stick it right in there. Let me see, if I can loosen the roots, then that'll help, but if not, I don't want to break it, so I probably, oh, all right, so that's that. And this one I should have put it right back in with Mama. This is looking a little bit uncomfortable too, but I really don't want to let go of these leaves just yet. I want them to off their selves. I don't want to kill them. I don't want these leaves to fall off. I'm not gonna lie, these leaves are kind of in the way. They're in the way, but I really don't want to cut them off. I don't want to cut them off. I'm gonna try to put this in like that to keep them up. I'm gonna have to keep them on something real high, like something that'll keep it from touching the base of some wherever I'm gonna put it at, like that. It looks ridiculous, I know, but when I'm ready to cut these off, then I'll cut them off. I'm not ready. It just reminds me of what was of my big plant. So I'm not gonna chop them off, because the next set of leaves that's gonna come in, they're gonna be small. They're not gonna be as big as this. It has to gradually work its way like this, and it's not there yet. So next we're gonna deal with this bowl right here. We have some cuttings, and they are all rooted. This one right here, maybe I should let it grow up like that. Yeah, what if I put it in the container like that? Because if I put it like that, it's gonna grow slanted. I'm gonna put it in a container just like that. That's what I'm doing. And let's see. So let's see if this is gonna work, if I can do it just like that without messing anything up. I think that should be good. Or should I slant it a little bit? That's what I'll do. I'll slant it a little bit and top it off. And voila. I'm gonna put a little support over here just to keep it from falling forward. And then I'm gonna water you a little bit. All right, I'm gonna take this off a little bit. I'm gonna water this, and let's see. I think that's good. I think that should be fine. That's where the new leaf is gonna come from. Yeah, this is good. Next, I feel like I always have like a lot going on with these plants, and I don't have as many plants as other people do. A lot of my plants are propagations. I stopped buying plants for myself. I told myself I have to get rid of what I have before I add new ones, and that's what I plan on doing. So I genuinely have not been buying any plants. Oh, I lied to you guys. I lied. On Tuesday, I went into Food Lion and I got some plants, but they were for free. I got them for free. I was going in there to go buy some stuff for me and my boys to eat before the storm hits, so that way I wouldn't have to go outside. And I seen some plants that needed me to save them, and that's exactly what I did. I think a few of them were amaryllises. 4 of them were amaryllises, and 2 of them, 4 of them were amaryllises, and 2 of them, or 3 of them. 3 of them were alocasias. And I got them for just about free. I got all of them for about $2.50. I don't know what to do with this, you guys. This leaf is so long, it's big, but it's in the way. This has to grow upwards, and this is growing the opposite direction. I don't know what to do with this. I hate to chop it off. I hate to chop this off. Because if I make it grow like this, I mean, it'll grow upwards, but what do I do? Oh, this is so nerve-wracking. So pretty and velvety. I need to stop looking at these leaves. They're so beautiful. What do I do? It can't stay like that. And look how this is growing. Oh my goodness. Do I chop you off? I think I'm gonna have to chop you off. Because of how it's growing, it's just not, oh my goodness. I have to chop you off. I have to chop you off. If I didn't do it now, I wouldn't have never done it, but I had to chop this off. And I'm gonna have it grow just like this. Like, the root system is amazing. Look at that. But anyways, like I told you guys, Lord, am I in denial when I get plants? Because I told myself, like, I was really talking to you guys, telling you guys that I did not get any plants, and I was lying. I think I got like three white amaryllises and 1 red one. I already have a pinkish one in my care, and I planned on cross-pollinating them because a few of them do have pollen on them. And so I just wanted to see how if I could cross-pollinate. And I'm also storing some of their pollen in the freezer, just in case, if everything's successful, if I'd like to grow more the next time they do flower and give me more pollen. Look at that, you guys. I wonder if I can save this and dry it and put it in a frame. Voila. All right, the next one that I have is this one. Oh no, I was about to say thank God it's not growing. Yeah, this is gonna have to get chopped off too because of how it's growing. I'm probably gonna have to let it grow like this. I don't know, this is terrible. Like, why is this happening to me? What do I do? I can't let it grow like this. I'm gonna have to chop this off. I don't want to, but I'm gonna have to. I chopped you off. And I'm gonna have to put it in sideways, so that means I'm gonna have to chop some more off over here because it's not gonna crawl. It's not gonna be able to go on a trellis going up. So I'm gonna have to do this like that, and it's gonna have to go slanted. That's what I'm gonna do. That's what I have to do. Y'all, if it was my mom, if my mom had to put these in a container, she would not chop off any of these leaves. She do not play with these leaves. She tries to hold on to every little bit of anything that she can. So I don't want to get too connected to these plants because I'm not keeping all of them. I'm only keeping 2 of them to put right back in with mama. I hope this one doesn't retaliate on me because I didn't let that other end callus, and I simply do not have the time to allow it to callus. So if it does retaliate and die on me, then so be it. But begonias, these bad boys don't die that easily, you guys. That's one thing that I've noticed since I've had a begonia. It takes a lot to kill them. Like, even if you don't water them, they don't die like that. Like, you've had to have left them fighting for their life for a whole month, okay? Just a whole week of no water is not gonna kill them. And that's what I've noticed with my begonia. Let's see, I got another one of you that I don't have to chop. But look at that. I'm gonna put that just in there like that. I'm running out of cups, you guys. I'm running out of cups. I have to get some more cups. All right, you made it so easy for me. I love you. You made it so easy for me. You just want to be kept, don't you? Let's see. I'm gonna have to put a little stick here for support. All right, I'm gonna water that and go on to the next. And I'm not gonna leave these in this water like this, you guys. I'm just allowing them to soak in this water. Oh, that's not. I'm just allowing them to soak in this water until I get done with this video. Okay, next is this that I'm probably gonna have to chop too. Okay. And let's see, are you gonna have to go sideways too? You are. I'm gonna chop this off as well, and I'm gonna put it in sideways, because if I let it grow like this, it's only gonna go like that. If I let it go like this, the new growth is not gonna be so happy. So I'm just gonna chop you off. I'm fine. We're fine. Yep, you're growing in here sideways. All right. Wham bam. Thank you, ma'am. And a good water and you're done. So I have a few of these pieces that fell off. They would have made it if I would have paid attention to it when it did fall off. This one right here, it's still a possibility that it can give me something. You see that right there, it can still get activated. It's not mushy, and then there's like these white particles that's sticking out. That's where the new roots can grow from. So I'm probably gonna stick this in a little cup just so it can give me a little something just to check, you know, experiments. Or you know what? I'm gonna put it in my prop box. That's what I'm gonna do. Speaking about prop box, you guys, this is the propagation box that I made when I did these cuttings, and I've only looked in here once, but we have a few cuttings in here. Let's see, I can't really read this too much, but this is my Monstera Peru. This is my philodendron silver sword, and this is my begonias. Begonias, you guys, I told you, they will make it. Now, some of these have died. This one's not completely dead. I don't know what this is. I don't know what it is. Let me see. This one is probably the silver sword. Yeah, this one's dead. This part haven't died yet, so we'll just cut it to where it's no longer mushy. If it dies, so what? If it dies, it dies. I have other cuttings, and I'm just gonna stick that right back in there. I haven't had to wet this moss. It's very moist. I'm not sure if this one's the Peru or the silver sword. It's probably the silver sword, but I'm gonna chop up this end right here because it's rotting, and that looks like a healthy cutting. So I don't want it to die. This one looks nice too. Hey you, why are these ends rotting? Okay, you look so good. Do you have a root? Okay, I don't know if that's a root connected or not, but I'm just gonna leave that right there. That one is rooting. I'm not gonna bother you. This one, it does not have any roots, but it's a new growth. So I'm gonna leave you right there. That one right there does not have any roots, but there are some growth. A lot of them don't have any new growth. A lot of them don't have any roots, but there are some new growths. All right, let me not put my attention to this too much, okay? Let me just get that one. I don't know which one this is, so I'm not gonna bother it. I'll wait for it to come out some more. This is definitely a begonia. Is it enough for me to put it in water? For me to put it in soil? No. I mean, I could if I want to, but I'm just gonna let it thrive in here. Look, you guys. It looks like 3 growth points. This one right here is about to get activated. Look at that one. Well, it's already activated. It looks like it's gonna give me a leaf. This one right here has a leaf, a new one coming, and it's rooting right there. There's a little root. And let's see, that one, no root. It doesn't need one, but it's an activation point. I'm gonna leave this in here. This one's in there pretty snug, so I'm not gonna mess with it. I'm gonna leave it in there as well. Let's see, this one, where are you coming from? All of them's in there pretty snug. I really don't want to take them out. I'm gonna let them do their thing. I'm gonna slant that a little bit just so I can close this. And probably even help smother it a little bit. But yeah, I'm excited. Yeah, I'm gonna cover you up. You're not bothering nobody, so I'm gonna leave these in here. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have about 7 begonia cuttings in here. And this one, like I said, I'm not sure what this is, but it'll do something. I'm excited about this. I have some cuttings that didn't make it, but I'm fine with it because I have so many other cuttings. But yes, I'll take this as a win and not a loss. Oh, let me stick this in here too. This is what was floating in that water. Let's see if it'll do something, if it wants to stay alive or be unalived. There we go. So that is it on this video, you guys. I am gonna continue to water my babies. And I'm not sure which one I'm gonna add to Mama, but I'm gonna let them grow a little bit more. And then I'll decide which one goes with Mama. Thank you for watching this video, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope to see you guys in my next video. Peace. Wait, there you go. Peace.